All right, we are just getting things set up here real quick, and then we'll jump into things. Should be live. We'll see if everything's working. Here we go. So we should be live. What we want to do is kick things off with our shrine kind of opinion showcase. We were doing this pretty consistently, and then we've taken a long, I don't know, month and a half hiatus. Just life got in the way. We're finishing up a class, finishing up end of the school year for ourselves. We're a teacher, end of the school year for our daughter, and then just activities, family, everything kind of just hit us all at once. So looking to get back into the swing of things here with summer break. So we're gonna kind of hop back into things. So with our shrine showcases, we kind of take a look at the perks, and then we kind of give them a rating of meta, off meta, or perks that need to be built around, or kind of like second tier perks, right? That there might be something better, but if this is what you have, it works. Then we kind of have the meme ones, which are just for fun, usually built around me as well. Kind of gotta make them work, but you can have some fun with them. Then you have ones that are just trash, they're not fun, and they're also not good. So we're gonna hop over here and see what we're dealing with, and looks like for killer, we've got Hex Ruin, a hag perk that when you're able to chase survivors off of generators, they automatically begin regressing. It is a hex though, so if they cleanse it, it's gone. It's 100% normal repair progress speed, which is half of what it used to be. But we'll kind of talk about whether it's still useful, how to make that work. Then you have Tinkerer, which is also another perk that's a shell of itself. Whenever a generator is repaired to 70%, you get a loud noise notification and then undetectable for 14 seconds. This can be very good for getting over there and sneaking up on people right before the gen pops. We're also trying to stop gens from popping, uh, maybe regress them. It used to just continue to proc every time you hit 70. So if you got it below 70, it would proc again, really good, but was kind of overbearing at times. So two perks that used to be absolute juggernauts, but now are definitely nerfed. You have Bite the Bullet, which is and this was a Hit perk. You have Bite the Bullet, which is a Leon perk. And basically, when you're healing, you and the survivor you're healing make no noise, including grunts of pain. There is no noise notification on failed healing skill checks, and they only regress by 2%. Really, you're using it for the stealth, for the quiet. You can sometimes just find a corner and heal right in front of the killer, and they have no idea that you're there. And then we've got a Bill Overbeck perk here, which is Unbreakable, that allows you to recover faster from dying and also pick yourself up once a game. So we'll give some quick ratings here. I have some recommendations on which you should spend your iridescent shards on, and then we might jump into some games with some of these. So here we go. Grab our pen. So relatively recently, we would have kind of said meta with Ruin, but I think it's one of those ones which we'll kind of say like off meta. It can be good, and we'll kind of show some builds where it's good. Uh, but there are better options out there, right? It's one of those second choice kind of perks. So we'll write that there as a second choice compared to other regression perks there. Uh, I think Tinker is one of those ones as well, where we'll kind of put off meta and we'll say that it is more of a build around me perk, and we'll show some builds that showcase that as well. Let's go boom, boom, build around me. Let's actually spell things right. So they can be good, but they're kind of just that tier below the best of the best. Um, Despite the bullet one, some people might claim that it's built around me or kind of second tier. It's just tough when you can run Lucky Break to help with kind of the stealth aspect, or you can throw on inner healing and just jump in a locker and heal up. Uh, it's tough. I think we're gonna say meme. You can make it work. You can have some fun with it. Killers aren't gonna expect it. It's not complete trash, but it is definitely one of those ones that you're not gonna see all that often. Then Unbreakable. Uh, we're gonna say meta, but it's one of those ones that you don't see a ton of it, right? It's one of those that you don't see as often as you probably should in solo queue. And then if you are playing with a Swift, a four man, you don't need four of them. This is one of those ones that if they're trying to slug, you need a couple in there, maybe two, maybe one, depending on who's being chased, who's going down, right? If it's just one, it can't be the last person being chased because then it doesn't do anything unless they don't pick you up and hook you. They slug you to go back for other people. But if they're slugging everybody and you have two of these, then while they're chasing the last person, second last person, one or two of you can get yourselves up. And you kind of break any sort of slug play like that. So if I had a Swift, you got 16 perks to work with. Definitely can see working one or two unbreakables in there just for the chance that you're dealing with a twins player slugging or an Oni slugging, or there's lots of killers that slugging is the right play at the right time. So definitely can see that working in as a meta perk in your 16 perk pool when it comes to a Swift. When you're playing solo queue, could definitely work that in there. Wasn't long ago when you'd see like DS if they picked you up, Unbreakable if they left you on the ground to go along with an exhaustion perk. And it used to be BT before BT became base kit, but you definitely can still run something like that. You can run an exhaustion perk off the record to get you an extra hit, and then you can bring a med kit to heal up, and then you could run like DS Unbreakable, give yourself some real survivability, or you could drop the DS if you don't think it does enough and throw like adrenaline on there. And now you have two different ways to get off the ground, one in the end game, one throughout the game. If you're getting slugged, you can get up. You have the health state heal with adrenaline, you have the med kit to heal you once. You've got your exhaustion perk to get some distance, save a hit, and then you have off the record for two free hits throughout the game. So definitely can run a good build like that. So kind of our thoughts here. Now, when it comes to your iridescent shards, uh, that's tough, right? When it comes to Eerie shards, which ones do we spend these on? Right now, we've got Leon is licensed, and all the rest of these are either killers that are unlocked on like the console edition or ones that you can unlock for free with iridescent shards. So you can just unlock the killer and get them with blood points. So a lot of these I probably wouldn't pick up, probably just unlock them naturally. If you want Bite the Bullet, then I would consider snagging that if you don't want to grab the Resident Evil expansion that he is in. I think it's what? It's him with Claire, not Claire. Why can't I think of her name right now? Jill, Leon, and Nemi. A lot of good perks in there, a lot of fun in there. But if you don't want to spend money, or you're one of the people that doesn't spend money on the game, free to play kind of player, yeah, pick this up if it's a perk that you're interested in. These other ones you can get for free. Probably the best perk here is Unbreakable. Then maybe we'd say, I don't know, Tinkerer Ruin. So we'll pop this back up and we'll say this might be our number one choice uh, of best perk here. This is probably two, then maybe three and four. But if we were free to play, then it would definitely be this one that we pick up because you can get these other ones with BPs. We'll say you can spend BPs on these other three. A little bit of a mess there, but I would spend BPs on these ones and Eerie shards on this one. So that's kind of where we're at here on what we would do, what we'd spend. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to hop over here and see if we can do some builds to kind of showcase some of this stuff. See if we can make it work. Definitely the killer perks. We might see if we can make. We got little fruit flyers on the flying around our heads. Definitely see if we can make some of these survivor perks work as well. So we're gonna hop back over to our normal menu so we get some game volume in here. So we're gonna pop up the game, cut the primary display, get this shrine showcase spooled off. Should have game volume, should be good to go. So we'll hop over into a few